Hello, artists! Today we are going to make paper stuffed animals. You will need 2 pieces of paper the same size, a pencil, a black marker if you have it, scissors, a stapler or tape, and some newspaper. If you have coloring materials, you can keep those on the side as well. Now I'm going to start with 1 piece of paper. I'm going to draw my animal. I suggest an animal that is round or has a more round shape and an animal that you can really fill up your page with. I am going to draw a little springtime bunny. If you have a Sharpie or a black marker at home, you may want to trace your lines so that they really stand out. This is an option though, you don't have to. The next thing I am going to do is carefully cut out my animal. Remember, I'm using my scissors the right way, so I'm opening and closing them and going along my lines, and my helper hand is turning my paper if I need to go another direction. My hand that is holding the scissors is always pointing away from me. Now that I have cut out my rabbit, I am going to trace it onto another piece of paper. Once I trace my second rabbit, I'm going to cut that one out too. Now you should have 2 copies of your animal that line up together. If you want to add colors, this is where I might stop and do that. I'm just going to add a little pop of color on my rabbit's ears and his nose. I've lined up my 2 shapes very carefully. Now I am going to staple along the edges. If you don't have a stapler, this is where you could use tape as well. If you find it's a little tricky, make sure that your helper hand is helping you out, or ask an adult or another person in your home. I left some space on the bottom of my animal so that I can stuff it. I'm going to take some old newspaper that I don't need anymore. You could use magazine or scrap paper, and I'm going to cut it into some strips. I'm going to crinkle those up a little bit and carefully stuff my animal with them. Now that my animal is stuffed, I'm going to carefully close up the hole that I left on the bottom. Again, you can use a stapler or you can use tape to do this. Here's my rabbit, all stuffed and ready to play. If you want to, you could even decorate the back. Maybe it has a different expression on one side. Have fun and be creative.